Question 1. What should you do when approaching a dangerous curve? A. Maintain current speed. B. Reduce speed and prepare to steer. C. Accelerate to get through faster. D. Brake sharply. Answers is B. Reduce speed and prepare to steer. When approaching any dangerous curve, you should reduce your speed significantly before entering the curve and be prepared to steer smoothly, anticipating any hazards. Question 2. What should you do if you see this sign? A. Stop, then proceed. B. Give way to traffic. C. Proceed with caution. D. Sound your horn. Answers is B. Give way to traffic. The give way sign means you must give priority to traffic on the road you are joining or crossing. You may need to stop if necessary to allow other traffic to pass. Question 3. What does this sign mean? A. No U-turn allowed. B. Do not enter. C. No stopping zone. D. Pedestrian zone. Answers is B. Do not enter. This sign indicates no entry or do not enter, meaning vehicles are not permitted to proceed beyond the sign into the road or area it controls. Question 4. When approaching a hazard, what is the best strategy? A. Accelerate quickly. B. Maintain current speed. C. Slow down and be prepared. D. Change lanes immediately. Answers is C. Slow down and be prepared. When approaching any hazard, the safest strategy is to slow down, be prepared to stop, and assess the situation before taking further action. This gives you more time to react. Question 5. What is the typical speed limit in a roadworks area unless otherwise signed? A. 40. B. 60. C. Often to 30 or 40. D. National speed limit applies. Answers is C. Often to 30 or 40. In roadworks areas, speed limits are often temporarily, typically to 30 or 40 for the safety of workers and drivers. Always observe the posted signs. Question 6. What does this sign mean for overtaking? A. Overtaking permitted. B. No overtaking. C. Overtake with caution. D. Overtake goods vehicles. Answers is B. No overtaking. This prohibitory sign means that overtaking is not allowed for any vehicle beyond this point until a specific end of no overtaking sign is displayed. Question 7. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Give way ahead. B. Roundabout ahead. C. One-way street. D. Junction ahead. Answers is B. Roundabout ahead. This mandatory sign indicates a roundabout ahead, where drivers must give way to traffic already on the roundabout from their right in the unless otherwise. Question 8. What should you consider when driving at night? A. Drive faster due to less traffic. B. Use fog lights always. C. Reduce speed and use headlights. D. Assume roads are empty. Answers is C. Reduce speed and use headlights. At night, visibility is. You should reduce your speed, use appropriate headlights dipped or main beam, and be extra vigilant for hazards and vulnerable road users. Question 9. What are common hazards associated with an uneven road surface? A. Increased grip. B. Loss of control or damage. C. Improved steering. D. Tire wear. Answers is B. Loss of control or damage. Uneven road surfaces can cause drivers to lose control, especially at higher speeds, and can lead to damage to a vehicle's suspension, tires, or steering components. Question 10. What does this sign mean? A. Minimum speed 50. B. A maximum speed 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. Distance to next town 50. Answers is B. Maximum speed 50. This prohibitory sign indicates a maximum speed limit of 50 units e.g. in the drivers must not exceed this speed under any circumstances. Question 11. When must you use your headlights? A. Only during rain. B. When visibility is poor. C. Only at night. D. Only on motorways. Answers is B. When visibility is poor. You must use your headlights when visibility is seriously, generally when you cannot see further than 100 meters, not just at night. This ensures you can see and be seen. Question 12. What does this sign warn about? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Children crossing. C. School bus stop. D. Playground ahead. Answers is B. Children crossing. This warning sign alerts drivers to an area where children may be crossing the road, often near schools or playgrounds, and advises extra caution and speed. Question 13. What does this sign tell you to do? A. Turn right. B. Go straight ahead. C. Turn left. D. U-turn only. Answers is B. Go straight ahead. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead only. It is often found at junctions or roundabouts where other turns are prohibited or controlled. Question 14. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. No cycling allowed. B. Cycle track. C. Shared path. D. Cyclists crossing. Answers is B. Cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a cycle track, meaning cyclists must use this path. Other vehicles are usually prohibited from entering or using it. Question 15. When approaching a pelican crossing with a flashing amber light, what should you do? A. Accelerate quickly. B. Give way to pedestrians. C. Stop immediately. D. Proceed if no traffic. Answers is B. Give way to pedestrians. A flashing amber light at a pelican crossing means you must give way to any pedestrians who are still on the crossing. If it's clear, you may proceed with caution. Question 16. What does this sign indicate about road usage? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. No entry. D. End of priority road. Answers is B. One-way road. This information sign indicates that the road is a one-way street, meaning all traffic flows in the same direction. Always confirm before turning. Question 17. What does this sign prohibit? A. No parking. B. No stopping. C. Loading zone. D. Restricted parking. Answers is B. No stopping. This prohibitory sign, a red cross on a blue background, means no stopping at any time, even briefly, unless traffic conditions absolutely require it. Question 18. What driving adjustments should you make on a slippery road? A. Drive at normal speed. B. Reduce speed and increase gap. C. Brake more firmly. D. Steer more sharply. Answers is B. Reduce speed and increase gap. On a slippery road, reduce your speed significantly, increase the distance between your vehicle and the one in front, and avoid sudden braking, acceleration, or steering. Question 19. What is the primary purpose of braking system ABS? A. To reduce stopping distances. B. To maintain steering control. C. To increase acceleration. D. To prevent tire wear. Answers is B. To maintain steering control. ABS helps prevent the wheels from locking up during heavy braking, which allows the driver to maintain steering control while braking, rather than primarily reducing stopping distance. Question 20. What does this sign prohibit? A. No stopping. B. No parking. C. Loading area. D. Parking for disabled. Answers is B. No parking. This prohibitory sign, a single red diagonal line on a blue background, means no parking. You can stop briefly to pick up or set down passengers, but not to wait. Question 21. What action should you take at this sign? A. Proceed if clear. B. Stop before the line. C. Slow down and check. D. Give way to pedestrians. Answers is B. Stop before the line. The stop sign means you must come to a complete stop before the solid white line at the junction, then give way to traffic on the main road before proceeding safely. Question 22. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Motorway exit. B. Motorway begins. C. Road for motor vehicles. D. Dual carriageway. Answers is B. Motorway begins. This information sign indicates the start of a motorway. Specific rules apply to motorways, such as minimum speeds and restrictions on certain types of vehicles. Question 23. What should you do before making a U-turn? A. Sound your horn. B. Check all around for traffic. C. Signal right then turn. D. Speed up to complete turn. Answers is B. Check all around for traffic. Before performing a U-turn, it is crucial to check all mirrors and blind spots to ensure it is safe and will not impede other road users. Only make the turn if it's clear. Question 24. What impact can strong side winds have on your driving? A. Improve fuel efficiency. B. Cause vehicle to swerve. C. Increase grip on the road. D. Make steering easier. Answers is B. Cause vehicle to swerve. Strong side winds can push your vehicle sideways, making it difficult to maintain a straight course, especially for vehicles or those towing trailers. Grip your steering wheel firmly. Question 25. What does this sign mean? A. Turn right ahead. B. No right turn. C. Right turn only. D. One-way street to right. Answers is B. No right turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that a right turn is forbidden at this junction or location. You must find an alternative route or proceed in another permitted direction. Question 26. When approaching traffic lights showing amber, what should you do? A. Speed up to clear the junction. B. Prepare to stop if safe. C. Continue as normal. D. Sound horn and proceed. Answers is B. Prepare to stop if safe. An amber light means you must stop behind the stop line, unless you are so close to the line when it changes that stopping would be dangerous. Prepare to stop safely. Question 27. What does this sign prohibit? A. No left turn, B. No U-turn, C. No entry, D. No overtaking. Answers is B. No U-turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that performing a U-turn is forbidden at this specific location. You must find an alternative way to change direction. Question 28. You are driving on a dual carriageway. What is the normal maximum speed limit for a car? A. 60, B. 70, C. 50, D. 80. Answers is B. 70. For cars, the national speed limit on dual carriageways and motorways is 70/112, unless otherwise by local signs. Question 29. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Steep descent, B. Steep ascent, C. Uneven road, D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Steep ascent. This warning sign indicates a steep uphill gradient ascent ahead, which may require you to select a lower gear to maintain power and speed without straining the engine. Question 30. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Turn right only, B. Turn left only, C. Go straight or left, D. No left turn. Answers is B. Turn left only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must turn left at the junction or point where the sign is. Other directions are prohibited. Question 31. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a motorway? A. Try to fix it yourself. B. Pull over to the hard shoulder. C. Wait in your car for help. D. Walk to the nearest service station. Answers is B. Pull over to the hard shoulder. If your vehicle breaks down on a motorway, you should pull over to the hard shoulder if available, switch on hazard lights, and exit the vehicle on the left side. Then use an emergency phone. Question 32. What does this sign indicate regarding priority? A. Give way to oncoming, B. Priority road, C. End of priority road, D. Minor road ahead. Answers is B. Priority road. This priority sign marks the start of a priority road, meaning you have priority over traffic from side roads. This priority usually continues until an end of priority road sign. Question 33. What does this sign mean for vehicles? A. No entry for goods, B. No entry for all vehicles, C. One-way street, D. Restricted access. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a white horizontal bar, means no entry for all vehicles. It prohibits all traffic from entering the road or area it guards. Question 34. When approaching a zebra crossing, what should your primary concern be? A. Speeding up to clear, B. Looking for pedestrians, C. Checking traffic behind, D. Sounding your horn. Answers is B. Looking for pedestrians. At a zebra crossing, your primary concern should be looking for pedestrians who intend to cross or are already crossing. You must give way to them. Question 35. What does this sign indicate? A. School zone, B. Residential area, C. No parking area, D. Town centre. Answers is B. Residential area. This information sign marks the beginning of a residential area, often a living zone, where lower speed limits, increased caution and consideration for pedestrians apply. Question 36. What does this sign warn about? A. Pedestrians ahead. B. Cyclists. C. Road for cycles only. D. Shared path ahead. Answers is B. Cyclists. This warning sign alerts drivers to an area where cyclists may be leaving or entering the main road, advising extra caution and vigilance for their presence. Question 37. What is the consequence of driving too close to the vehicle in front? A. Improved fuel economy. B. Stopping distance. C. Better visibility. D. Increased reaction time. Answers is B. Stopping distance. Driving too close tailgating significantly reduces the time and distance you have to react and stop safely if the vehicle in front brakes suddenly, increasing collision risk. Question 38. What does this supplementary plate mean? A. No trailers. B. Applies to vehicles with trailers. C. Trailers only. D. Trailer parking. Answers is B. Applies to vehicles with trailers. This additional information plate indicates that the main sign it applies specifically to vehicles towing trailers, implying special rules or warnings for them. Question 39. What does this sign indicate about the speed limit? A. Maximum speed 50. B. Minimum speed 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. Speed camera ahead. Answers is B. Minimum speed 50. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit of 50 units e.g., meaning vehicles must travel at or above this speed unless traffic or road conditions prevent it. Question 40. What is the correct action when seeing a pedestrian crossing ahead? A. Accelerate to pass quickly. B. Slow down and look for pedestrians. C. Sound horn to clear path. D. Assume it is clear. Answers is B. Slow down and look for pedestrians. When seeing a pedestrian crossing ahead, you should slow down, be prepared to stop, and actively look for pedestrians who may be waiting to cross or are already crossing. Question 41. What does this sign mean? A. Sound horn if necessary. B. No sounding of horn. C. Warning sign for horn. D. Horn test area. Answers is B. No sounding of horn. This prohibitory sign indicates that sounding your horn is forbidden, typically in quiet areas like residential zones, unless it is absolutely necessary to warn of immediate danger. Question 42. Why is it dangerous to drive with tires? A. It increases fuel efficiency. B. It reduces grip and stability. C. It extends tire life. D. It makes steering easier. Answers is B. It reduces grip and stability. Tires reduce the contact patch with the road, leading to decreased grip, poor handling, increased fuel consumption, and a higher risk of tire failure, especially at speed. Question 43. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A. Hospital. B. First aid post. C. Emergency telephone. D. Fire station. Answers is B. First aid post. This service sign indicates the location of a first aid post, where immediate medical assistance can be obtained in an emergency. It's an important safety indicator. Question 44. What does this sign indicate about parking? A. No parking. B. Parking place ahead. C. Loading zone. D. Disabled parking. Answers is B, parking place ahead. This information sign indicates that a parking place is ahead, providing a legal area for vehicles to be parked. Always check any additional restrictions. Question 45. What does this supplementary plate mean? A. Minimum speed 300. B. Distance to object. C. Length of road. D. Turn in 300 yards. Answers is B. Distance to object. This plate, usually positioned below a warning or regulatory sign, indicates that the hazard or restriction referred to by the main sign is 300 meters ahead. Question 46. What does this sign mean for oncoming traffic? A. You have priority. B. Oncoming traffic has priority. C. One-way traffic. D. Give way at junction. Answers is B. Oncoming traffic has priority. This priority sign means you must give way to oncoming traffic, as vehicles from the opposite direction have priority in the narrow section of road ahead. Question 47. What is the correct procedure for emergency braking? A. Pump the brake pedal. B. Press brake firmly and steer. C. Release accelerator gently. D. Apply handbrake slowly. Answers is B. Press brake firmly and steer. For emergency braking, apply the foot brake firmly and progressively while maintaining steering control. If your car has ABS, press down as hard as you can without pumping. Question 48. What does this sign indicate? A. Fuel station. B. Tire service. C. Vehicle repairs. D. Car wash. Answers is B. Tire service. This service sign indicates the location of a tire service or tire fitting station, where tire repairs, replacements, or pressure checks can be carried out. Question 49. What is by this sign when combined with a parking sign? A. Perpendicular parking. B. Parallel parking. C. Diagonal parking. D. No parking here. Answers is B. Parallel parking. This supplementary plate, when used with a parking sign, indicates that vehicles should be parked parallel to the edge of the carriageway, following the direction shown. Question 50. Why should you check your mirrors frequently while driving? A. To adjust your hair. B. To be aware of traffic. C. To see who is behind you. D. To avoid speeding tickets. Answers is B. To be aware of traffic. Regular mirror checks are essential to stay aware of the traffic situation around your vehicle, including vehicles approaching from behind, in adjacent lanes, or potential hazards.